Hey guys, Huck Sports Cards here. Hope everybody's doing great today. Well, today's going to be a busy day for college football. You got Michigan, Ohio State at 12 o'clock, which I'll definitely be watching that. You also got Kentucky versus Louisville, which I'm a Kentucky fan, so I'll be watching that at 3 o'clock. But I'll also have my second TV on for the Alabama-Auburn game, which that's going to be a good game there, I imagine. And then also tonight I'll be watching USC versus Notre Dame. So it's a big rivalry day, as everybody knows. So a lot of college football I'll be watching. But what am I going to be doing while I'm watching all that football? Well, I'm going to be sorting baseball cards. I bought a collection a while back, and most of these cards are from 1980 and 90s, but there's a ton of Hall of Famers in there. So what I've done is I've started to separate them by the year they were elected into the Hall of Fame. So I've wrote those out and I've started stacks. So I want to show you a lot of those cards today and just how I'm sorting them. So let's get at it.
Here's what I did. So I put the year they were elected into the Hall of Fame and their names on just pieces of paper, and you can see that my handwriting is terrible. My daughter blames me for her genes of having bad handwriting, which is probably true. And so you can just see that I did this all the way through and got a bunch of stacks. Like this stack right here is just loaded because it's got George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Robin Yount in there. There's a ton of cards from the 80s and 90s they have. So but I want to show you some of these cards today. All right, these first ones I'm going to show you is from obviously 2016 class, Ken Griffey Jr. and Mike Piazza. Here's some cool Ken Griffey Jr. That's a cool little card. Honestly though, is the 91 Flair one of the worst looking cards ever? I don't know, I think it is. So they're just some cool 90s, 1990 cards. Ken Griffey Jr., like I said, it was in a collection that I bought. So I'll probably sell them at a card show, for like $1 a piece, something like that. And a lot of people buy them. This is a pretty cool card here. I'd never seen this card before, I don't think. So if I did, I just forgot. I thought it was pretty cool. And you had these triple play cards. There's just a few other ones I threw in there. So they're more recent. And then there was only two Piazza cards in there. They weren't great cards or anything. So yeah, but that's just the 2016 class. All right, guys, well, here's the 2007 class, Tony Gwynn and Cal Ripken. And like I said, none of these cards are worth a lot of money, but they're just kind of cool looking. I haven't seen them in so long, and so here I was going through this collection that I bought and found a bunch of them, so just thought I would separate them by Hall of Famers and their classes. This card right here is pretty cool though, this Leaf card. I like that one. And actually this Bowman's in this year, I think this was 92. This is when they didn't make as many of them, so they were worth a little bit more. Here's a cool little card right here. Eddie Murray, Cal Ripken, Oriole Leaders. That's a cool card. And the Ripper. Pretty cool. Players of the Decade. Post serial cards. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of these cards in a long time, so I just thought it was kind of cool. I mean, I just wonder how many cards Cal Ripken's on. Heck, it's got to be thousands of them. All right, I'm going to show you Tony Gwynn's now. I really like this Flair 94 card. That's pretty cool. And some more post-serial cards. There wasn't as many Tony Gwynn cards in this collection as there were Ripken cards. That's a card I hadn't seen, at least probably in a long time. These cool little minis right here. All right, well, that's Cal Ripken and Tony Gwynn cards. All right, and here's the 2002. The only one was Ozzie Smith. I love watching Ozzie Smith. When we go to Cardinals games, he's actually, a lot of times he's down on the field too before the game. So, but here's just a few Ozzie Smith cards. I'm glad the Padres traded him to the Cardinals. So, not that Gary Templeton was a bad player, but obviously Ozzie was a little bit better defensively, or maybe I should say a lot better defensively. So, I love these 84 Donruss cards. Pretty nice cards. 82 card. Still in his Padres. Record breaker card there. Look like he got a big old fro coming out of underneath that cap too. Yeah, I like some of these. Like I said, I hadn't seen some of these in a long time. All right, well, that's some Ozzie Smith cards that I got. All right, guys, well, this 1999 class was had some 3 really good ones in there, which is George Brett, Nolan Ryan, and Robin Yount. And here's some of the Nolan Ryan cards. Like I said, some of these I hadn't seen in a long time. I thought this one was pretty cool. It's a Reggie Jackson, Nolan Ryan card there. It's kind of funny. I always like the post serial cards. And then once again, this 91 Flair. That's actually a really, really good picture, but I just can't stand the yellow borders and all that stuff. Just, I don't know, looks kind of trashy. I think that's a cool one with his Mets uniform. Another one with his Mets uniform. How many of y'all collected these star sticker cards? Yeah, I remember those. Those were pretty cool back in the day. Here's some George Brett ones. And like I said, I like those sticker cards though. Those are always pretty cool. 81 Donruss. Now let's go back here. I still got some more George Brett. And you got a few Robin Yount cards here. A Hostess one, which is cut terrible. But yeah, it's just some George Brett and Robin Yount cards.
Well, guys, that's just some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing today, is going through this collection and trying to stack all these Hall of Famers up. But guys, I appreciate you watching today. Hopefully your favorite college team wins their game today. But until next time, guys, we'll see you later.